Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. This is actually the first time I'm doing a night stream, so see how it goes. Probably not too long, but maybe just sharing some replays, doing some live hits. Hey Ben, Axe, Python, how's it going? Hey Yo Master. Hey Hammer. Hey Amy, welcome. Hey Loco, Paul. Hey Biz. And yeah, we'll basically show some hits. Main account took the GRENS path like you saw in the season start. See, it got pretty much the same path that I put on Discord, but then it went to 4 BCs. Did get this pro at first though. Had Hot Pot initially because there were a lot of clone rifles and Zook players, so Hot Pot was pretty good for it. Then as soon as I got tanks, then actually maxed them and tested out a bit, but seemed to work pretty well. But at least in terms of tech, this account's gonna save to 5 and yeah, probably go there in a few chests. I can start off showing some hits. And I think a big difference with bases are whether they have a BH or not. So this one doesn't have any. And for the most part I'm doing just 3 rifles, 5 tanks. Just like in this one, delaying a couple boats of rifles. Hey Charles, welcome to the stream. I think for a lot of people are coming to this point where there's a lot of troops to use at 4ER, so which one's the best? Here I flared the BC because there weren't really any rifles going that way. And got a bit lucky with the split here, so I think these 3 tanks finish it off. Yeah, but I'd imagine Dyson loves this, at least this meta right now. I think this guy probably had BH. But almost every hit I'm using 3 rifles, 5 tanks. Hey Brad, how's it going? Hey Jess, thanks. And with no TH, it's not that easy with tanks. I think boom mines almost one-shot them. So there's something to watch out for. Here I use those drones for the shock mine, but no tanks were going there, so kind of pointless. But still just delaying the rifles. I think as long as there's some rifles in front of tanks, then you're good to go. Here also kind of a nice split. And the BCs do one-shot tanks. At least for me, since I have no TH. I think cannons 2-shot them. So these tanks kind of just died on their own. I should have reflared on the right. These are max rifles, Loco. So they're still pretty low health, but to get the job done. And this guy I think also had no BH. So really you can see how fast, at least compared to GRENS, they are. Because the thing with GRENS is once you get to some buildings near the back and there's just a few GRENS on them, it takes a while to kill. Hey Showtime, welcome to the stream. And there's Dyson. Yeah, GRENS and tanks. For the most part, that's what I've been using so far. Here there was a shock blaster, but with enough rifles, it can almost ignore it. And you can keep in mind it's a level 1 shock blaster, so not a lot of health. And I think in this case you can just flare the ER directly. There's just one BC in the way. I think this one, I'll put it 4 times speed, but it's pretty similar, no BH. Again, the main thing is just dealing rifles, so there's always something in front of tanks. If not for the BCs and cannons, also for these mines. Because every shock mine that tanks it, then some time wasted. I need some leftover drones for that ER. See this one, I think I get again no BH base. Mainly because, I mean, talk about it, but a lot of people who pushed Diamond today went the RC path. So that's skipping BH at 3 ER and just rushing ahead. This guy does have a hotpot though, but again it dies pretty quick. Has I think just 10k health, so that hotpot has less health than the BC. I think actually has the exact same health as a sniper, I think. Or yeah, sniper's 10k. Pretty sure hotpot's the same. Yep, also 10k. It does a lot of damage, but I mean, once you have things hitting it, then it should die quick. So this one actually did have BH. So I had to take a... well, it was a bit slower. My drones are still take 1 biz. I don't plan to max them for a long time. I mean, I don't want to say never, but probably not until 7 ER or end of tree. So in these hits, I mainly just use drones for if there's mines that like boom mine, shock mines that rifles don't hit, or later on you'll see like if there's no rifles going to BC, you can use drones to distract. And I think you can already notice that it's a bit slower because this guy's BH. So if it takes some time, then I mean even with the TD, the rifles die quicker and it takes a while. Hi 10 years, welcome to the stream. I think here I had no GBA left, so just avoiding that boom mine. Though I think I still hit it. And then maybe trying to go past that shock mine. It's a really slow hit, but I think it was fast enough. People using brick already? Don't think so, Ben. I mean, we'll see in a bit, but some guy already has Sparky. But I'm not sure if... I mean, if you had to pick any hero, I think Sparky would do a bit better. But that's if we're gonna go that path. This guy also had BH. And yeah, I think, like I said, pretty much every hit's 3 rifles, 5 tanks. Yeah, basically with SLs get pretty tough when you pair in building health, building damage. I was pretty lucky in that I think today I didn't face many with that shock launchers and building health. Actually, it might be the next hit in my log. But so far those are the only hits that I use GRENS on. Hey NRT, how's it going? And again, for the hotpot, it has low health, so you can just flare it, throw a few drones, and kill it without it hitting your tanks. And even if it does, I think tanks can survive a bit. See this one, pretty sure did not have building health. I guess that would explain the 230 time. And I see copy on base. I think you went the RC path, right? Or maybe at least Zooks. So, good luck on Diamond. Hey Posse, welcome to the stream. Just going over some hits right now on main account. Here again, there's enough rifles that are dying that it's just enough for tanks to overpower it. I think a lot of these no building health bases, it's good if you get a split. Oh, you got tanks? Yeah, I think that's pretty good too. Like later we'll play a bit on one account that got crystal crits and barely got tanks right now. Yeah, so I think this one was the only person I faced with shock launchers and BH. And I didn't use tanks because, I probably would have fizzled. Because if already you're using rifles for, getting these mines, distraction, SLs make it really tough. Because as soon as rifles die, then tanks get shock locked. So in this case I use GRENS, and pretty safe approach, so 4 rifles, 4 GRENS. Hey Pork Chop, hey Ray, how's it going? Yeah, so really safe approach, just trying to make sure there's rifles somewhere on the map. I had a feeling he would be pretty fast, and we'll show some of what other people did too. But at least GRENS clear it, so I think before I got tanks I was still using 3 rifles, 5 GRENS. But yeah, on these ones I think 4-4 is a bit safer. Even this one at BC picks a few GRENS off. And then here, you can use drones to distract a bit. Because for, I think maybe 2 seconds you're shocked, they're basically just shocked critters. So that was about 1 minute. At the same time on, that's the slowest time I think. And then I think this guy also had no BH. Do you still choose Hot Pot or Shock Blaster? I want to say maybe Hot Pot for now. I'm guessing you'll face more Souk players and maybe even Rifle Swarm. The main reason I switched to Shock Blaster was for RC players. And after this I can show some maybe RC fizzles. But could be I got lucky, or maybe the base right now was just good enough. What time I finished that one? I think it was around 1 minute. Yeah, about 1 minute. But we can start with a few hits against the base. Yeah, you're just in 17 hiding? No, makes sense. My other accounts are basically doing the same. Because if you don't have good tech to push, then there's probably no point. Yeah, it's true, Polly. Just tanks and GRENS. That's all we got. Yeah, so the thing with RCs is you don't have shocks, so it's kind of hoping that you have enough rifles, and then somehow using critters. But it's a lot of base to go through. Hey Kevin, welcome to the stream. I think this guy used tanks. Yeah, so kind of did the same hit I was doing, but against my base, don't think it works because with shock launchers. Also, I was a bit unlucky. Boom mine got 2 tanks. And I mean, I want to say he did a pretty good job trying to get rifles in front, but with SLs pinning them down, it's not easy. I think maybe if you have tanks and crystal crits, could work. But not easy. Yeah, they probably need Sparky, but I mean, if you're going tanks and then you want to get Sparky, it's not an easy path. I guess you could go this way through Crystal Shield, Critters. But, I mean, I think we'll get to what the next steps are. If you face base with SLs, GRENS are probably better. Yeah, I'd say so. Because, well, if they have SLs but no BH, I think you can still use tanks. Just because if they don't have BH, they clear fast enough. But yeah, again, using RCs, I think as soon as rifles die, it's not easy. Don't get diamond, maybe get TH. I mean, if you're using tanks, I don't know if you have shock launchers yet. Let's see. Probably do. So, I mean, I think you have the same tech that I do. Well, if diamond is tough, then I don't think get TH. It's still a far off path. Honestly, I just think keep moving ahead to 5. Even though it'll take a long time to get there. I think just the deck alone at 5 is good enough. I think this is one of the few RCs that actually cleared, but the time was just faster. Now I got tick 4 gun, but for tanks. GB is still tick 1. It was mainly just to land the tanks, because I don't really use drones that much. Because other than drones, maybe a few flares, but it's not like using crystal crits where you need a lot of GB. This is one of the RC players that actually cleared. Looks like he went maybe 1.6, no 1.7. Yeah, so just using rifles for that one cannon. And I think he used drones and crystal crits pretty well. He used crystal ones on the shock mine, and they have about the same health as like heavies. So it's almost like you just throw 5 heavies somewhere in the middle, and then he flares the BC, so it dies quicker. And then I think so far he lost 2 RCs, but with 100 TD they can clear pretty fast. Again, throwing crystal crits on shock mines. So after this hit, I kind of moved some of these shock mines. And then doing that again. And it is a pretty safe approach. I did lose a few more. Actually, he might have got really lucky. Yeah, so when there's no ground troops left, the crystal crits just stand still, which really works out. Yeah. I didn't realize how close this one got. just a Zooks. Hey Rick, how's it going? That was 212 though, so not a bad time. Yeah, because normally, like regular critters, they just walk to the building and stop, but if you have crystal crits, they just like stay where they are. I think this guy also used RCs. Hey Beowulf, welcome to the stream. Yeah, those were some creative crits. This guy also using RCs. Hey Pete, Keg. You know Pete, this is actually just for you, RC Fizzle. No, I think I just got lucky with this place. Maybe these people didn't really know how to hit with RCs. Yeah, NRT, this account didn't get crystal crits. I mean, the plan from the beginning was never to get them until like, I don't know, way past 7. So, kind of waiting a while. So the only 2 people I think who have the same, like, similar tech as me were these 2. I think also using GRENS, maybe tanks. Yeah, he's using GRENS. I think got a 59-second time, but like I didn't do much better on the same base, so. Now I was a bit surprised. I mean, we had a small deck this at 4ER, but we didn't see many like front compacts. And now I think it makes sense. Since we have GRENS available, front compacts probably wouldn't do so great. Yeah, so this hit was only just about 7 seconds slower than the one I showed, so I guess this also works. I forgot if we used 5 or 6 GRENS, but I think it works too. But again, when the rifles die, it's just trying to use drones to distract a bit. Maybe a drone here. And then just finishing off. Actually, Mr. Petrick got a pretty fast time. No, actually much faster than what I was getting. Looks like 3 rifles, 5 GRENS. So I haven't fully watched this hit, but I'd probably switch to this kind of hit. Looks like he's just delaying rifles. And again, I do think this base probably isn't the best. I mean, you already have this ER like an anchor point. Maybe you could move this to back here. And yeah, I think he just delayed the rifles a bit better. Right, and you have the other hits where the rifles are already dead at this point. And then a bunch of GB for drones. And then flaring close to get that extra damage. I mean, the bases I've been using for this season were just copied from other people. So, I'm not a big fan of making my own bases. Just takes a lot of time. See, this guy actually did clear 209. So he's using rifle Zooks. And I think it makes sense. I mean, I was a bit surprised with shock launchers, but I mean, when you have a shock blaster instead of a hot pod, it puts a big threat away. Yeah, I think pretty much, Paul. Unless they have SLs and BH. Yeah, Ben, we'll do a few live hits. Maybe on the other account. I think it also has tanks. It's in 17. No, it's pretty much a cycle, JP. It's like I copy from someone else, usually lower ranked, and other people copy, so it just goes like that. So I think these two people use about the same. I want to say use Rifle Zooks, but yeah, I think he did, yeah. Also brought in a medic, which not really sure why, but it worked for him. And I'm guessing he upgraded his GBE because he's throwing a lot of crystal crits. I think that was 3 Zooks, so 5 rifles delayed. Hey Todd, welcome to the stream. And here I think there's more than enough rifles to distract a bit. And this time wasn't much faster than the other guy, but since he had about 4 seconds faster, though he had SLs and BH, so I mean my time was much slower. And this was probably the coolest hit of the night. I mean, he was already in Diamond, but already got Sparky. And I guess it makes sense, it's probably easiest here to unlock right now. But I mean, with her critters and even just hack, it changes a whole lot. It looks like just 2 rifles, 6 RCs. And there's a few times I have to make bases when I'm kind of the first to something, but yeah, not a fan. Actually, when he shocks this SL, it shocks the cannon for a few seconds. Yeah, since Sparky is the only one that can do normal critters at this point, I mean, you can clear pretty easily. And not only that, but it's a fast time. I think it was 2:35. Yeah. So I think he went the path probably the same as most, going RCs. So he only has a TD. So he went this top path, getting Sparky. And the main reason I'm not a fan of RCs is even to get them, it's a lot of keys. So it's about same as 5ER, I think. So I'd ask, would you rather have RCs or go 5ER? And I think you can do either or. Like, if you want to have fun, probably go RCs. Yeah, actually we can show the hit again. 2 times speed. So with Sparky, it's probably like you can clear most spaces, if not all. So I think it'll make for a fun stream if you want to do it, Pete. But at least long term, I don't think they're gonna do so. Because it's not just what you can do with RCs now, but what's gonna come later in the tree. Yeah, if you want to play a fun troop JP, I think RCs are the way to go. I mean, it's better than tanks or GRENS. Because there's not really much options. I think most people who are in Diamond, they went the Souks, they got RCs. There's very few who took like, you know, something like my path using GRENS. But it's still possible. Like, I think Mr. Petrick, he pushed to Diamond just a few hours ago. And it's basically the same tech I have. I think using tanks or GRENS. But I think for most people, RCs are already out, so you can't really be the first to them. So if you want to find a push point in the season, like being early to something, I mean, at this point there's a lot of stuff at 5VR. You can be early to, I mean, 5 itself. Again, this proto I think isn't bad at all. And Super Warriors. Because I think when you max Super Warriors have like almost 18,000 health, which is, I mean, almost the same as a mech. So you can imagine like a base like this, 2 Super Warriors here, kill everything. I mean, maybe even a couple of Super Warriors in the Shock Blaster, kill that side. Or just use them like, you know, mini Scorchers, throwing them somewhere in the front. Because you can really feel the pain of no TH this season, but I mean, Super Warriors are like critters, so even if you upgrade TH, it doesn't do anything. They'll still have the same health no matter what. So I think it'll be a pretty big unlock, and you know, saving until then by skipping RCs, say, is a solid move. I mean, already I'd never get, you know, these 2 tech until like 7. Same with this stuff. After Super Warriors, there's building health, even troop damage. So a lot of stuff at 5. And I think like any of it is better than RCs, but I mean, at the end of the day, people can do what they want. So we'll see long term which one is a bit better. And not only that, but later you get 6 sooner, get these shocks, all the way to bombers. So a lot of options there. Yeah, that's true, Todd. So if you want to have fun, then why not get RCs? I mean, you can get RCs, Sparky, and critters. Because, though in that case, might even want to go from this this right path. So I don't really think RLs do much. And if tanks can work and you can hold off until RCs this way, you can use tanks and critters, tanks and Sparky, then go for RCs. I think that's pretty much it for this account. Can do some live hits on another one. I also got tanks, so we'll switch accounts. Yeah, so this account hit 17 just a few hours ago. I took almost the same path, but instead of getting GRENS, I got crystal crits. But I can actually get tanks now, which, I mean, I hope they're good at this point. I think we can get GBE up a bit. Yeah, we'll do a few ticks. I mean, as long as you can get tick 4 SLs, but they'll do 2 chests. So this account will get shock launchers, maybe back for this proto, but we'll see. They can show a few hits while getting there. because in the meantime I was just using clone rifles with yeah, just all clone rifles. Yeah, okay, I think I could upgrade gunboat, but I might have calced exactly for Tick 4 SLs, so I'll leave it for now. Yeah, these hits were pretty common, especially yesterday, day before. Usually go with 5 clones and then do like 3 later on. And I noticed for the most part, you can leave shock mines, boom mines alone, but as long as you clear the regular mines. And once the mines are gone, you can use crystal crits to just distract a bit. Do we need to upgrade GB for tanks? The actual node, I don't think so. I mean, if you have crystal crits already, I guess you could. But otherwise, I think you can leave it alone. I just went with Tick 4 gunboat. Though I will say that you probably want to save tokens for 5 because Super Warriors take 2 million to max, GB is 1 million, and all these boosts also are pretty expensive. I think we can jump right in. I mean, not really sure we can push much, but I can see how it goes. Like at this point, as long as I'm in gold, I'm pretty happy about it. Once you get bigger tech like shock launchers, then I think it's easier. Hey Dark, welcome to the stream. Didn't miss much, to be honest. This is the first live hit we're doing. But just busy going over some hits on main account. I mean, I guess I can do the same as main 3.5. Hopefully it's fast enough. So we'll see. I mean, wouldn't be surprised if other players, especially if they have Zooks faster, because we don't have a hot pod, we don't have SLs. I do think it's a bit relieving, to be honest, that tank hits, Gren hits are so slow, so you don't have to worry too much. I mean, it's definitely crazy exciting seeing tanks slow roll, but hell, if that's the main troop, then there's no other choice. Like, as fun as RCs are, again, long term, I don't think it's going to be a thing. In fact, I bet probably don't even need to unlock RCs the whole season. About a minute into the hit, I realized I have crystal crits, so I think next time we'll just take 2 rifles. So I don't think we need I don't think we need 3. And the thing that's better than drones is that you just last longer, and the clear mines right away. We still got Tick 1 flare, no kegel like that, but I don't see much use in upgrading it. It's really at the end if you want a Hail Mary. And yeah, I guess you can answer the big question in the title that tanks are, for the most part, better than GRENS. Except on those really dirty bases, SLs and BH, I think tanks are the way to go. And they're on the main path, so I guess regardless of what kind of player you are, you're gonna have to get them. Hey Mikey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Keg, you're skipping RCs. I mean, even if you get Diamond, like, today with them, it's a lot of keys that maybe you won't need RCs later in the season. Yeah, I can see that, Pete. Like, I mean, even though tanks or GRENS are slow, and having Super Warriors, like, if you're farming all that GBE, then, well, you have a lot for Super Warriors in the back. Because on the main path you also have, what, 2 GBE nodes. So just imagine if you're using GRENS and it's not like you're using GB elsewhere. Just save a bunch for Super Warriors. How do you beat an RC player with Zooks? Yeah, I've seen that happen quite a bit. I think you gotta be a bit safe with RC hits. Because if you're aggressive, then I mean, it's not like you have shocks, so you can just Hail Mary all you want. I mean, we already saw the first hour of the season. Like, heavies were doing pretty good, but I mean, people really using heavies now? Sure, it was worth getting the TH, but I don't think I've seen a single person in Diamond with TH. At least not yet. So really the only 2 or 3 people were with RCs, Zooks, tanks. Yeah, so I think this set will take 6 tanks, I want to say. And that flare is really just, I'm expecting it to expire, so if I don't flare, they're gonna walk up to the flag and maybe waste a little time. See if they get that shock mine. Yeah. Let me clear this one with drones. Really want to save the crystal crits for like more towards the end. Like maybe we can sort of do a split flare. I think we can wait until that ER on the right goes down. Do 2 crystal crits. And let's kind of see where these rifles go. Again, using them on the shock mines. So I think plenty of tanks going on the left. It'll probably be just on time. This guy didn't have BH, so I expect a fast hit, maybe with Zooks or something. Let's see. 233. Yeah, I think so too. NRT doing flare landing. Just a few seconds. Maybe Zooks. Yeah, so I'd say they're pretty strong if you don't have hot pod SLs. But again, for this account, if shock launchers are just in 2 chests, then probably want to wait for that. Yeah, I know quite a few went THP, but I don't think it's a completely terrible idea. Sure, it works for some. Yeah, I'm guessing mainly benefits Zooks because they don't die to this single mine. This guy is also 100 TD, shock launchers too. So I think we'll try I think this one might do an extra rifle. But since buildings are a bit further back, don't think we need a flare land. But we'll still do it anyway, because the flare is going to expire. Hey, welcome David. I think it's doubtful they're going to get all these mines. But we'll see. Might get a bit lucky. And I think at some point we'll try to do a split flare. So I think maybe when this CR goes down. Or we could let them go a bit. Because if we do a split, I mean, not expecting a super fast time, but we'll see. Again, using the crystal crits on the shock mines. And maybe we can Hail Mary. I mean, I don't know if it's faster, but I think most are in the blind spot of the SL. So not really a fast time. 212. I'd imagine our even just regular clone rifles would be faster. Hey Adam, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you know, at this point going RC path through a crystal shield, even normal critters, Sparky, don't think it's a bad idea. Because if you're going RCs, it's basically you're going through rockets and that's defense. When would you have time to max them? And you probably won't have building damage either. At least with Sparky, critters, and stuff you can use to help them. I think we'll try a Rifle Swarm. There's no hot pod, no SLs. Yeah, I think we can try that. Probably Crystal Chris on the left. Drones for those mines. Use another healing ones for these ones. Again, it's just for normal mines for the most part. And then just delaying the other 3 rifles. It's not super easy with no TH, but we'll see. Then you can save for another one. But I don't know, maybe tanks could also be fast in this phase. Because I mean, if the rifles die, then it doesn't really help. Let's maybe save for another crits. I think 2 more buildings. And I mean, you can always see on the bottom left how many actual rifles you have. So now it's not many. So I think probably tanks would be faster. I think we might get it still, but I think a really slow time. Hey Red Dog, how's it going? Yeah, with TH I think Clone Zooks would be strong. I mean even normal tanks. Wondering if anyone misses Kavan? Maybe not yet. But I think once you get 6 CR, I want to say you won't miss him, because, I mean, what was the only reason you used Kavan before? I'd say it's just for the remote defib, which we had this season. think I'd even say it's a better version. Because you don't have to worry about where Kavan is, just throw it anywhere. I think we probably lost this one. Also 19, but it's okay. Yeah, also using tanks. That looks like just one rifle. So maybe we can try some of those hits too, just one rifle, 7 tanks. But also keep in mind he had TH, so I think that changed a lot. But it's alright. Yeah, could you imagine Seekers this season? You can just remote hack all the SLs and that's it. Let's drop Seekers. Okay, I think now we'll go back to using tanks. Yeah, I think I'd still do 6 of them. The thing is, once a flare expires, tanks on the left, they retarget on not just the cannon. So it does help speed up a bit. And they get that shock mine. I mean, even though we don't have smoke this season, I could still see using drones and crystal shield working. I think we'll use one tank there. Let's see, probably drones for that shock mine. Here's a crystal crits. I mean, I think it's an okay split for the tanks. That shock blaster is going to be a bit annoying. Do we just lose the tanks on the left? I guess the one thing that's okay about the shock blaster is it doesn't do much damage because it's only level 1. So at this point, they're still killing the left ER. Clear that shock mine, then Hail Mary. Hopefully clear it. Might be a shock mine behind the sniper. It's not. So maybe could have been a bit faster. I don't think I would have cleared with clone rifles though. Maybe not without TH or something. But even against GRENS, looks like it's faster. Zenda, what's your prediction with remote hack? I think it'll be, a lot of doors going to be open with it. Because let's say, at 7 ER, you might want to have BCs next to ERs to stop super warriors. But what if instead you just remote hack the BCs and try to get them killed at ERs for you? I think you can get really creative with it. Or let's say there's a shock launcher near the back and use super warriors and remote hack the SL so it not only doesn't hit super warriors but also shocks other buildings for you. So lots of options. Thanks, Evil B. I think that could work, Ben. GRENS with brick. But again, you have to get Crystal Shield before it too. So long term, trying to wait until 5 Super Warrior. I think it's gonna be pretty strong. Because the last 2 seasons, I mean, we've only had 2 with Super Warriors. I mean, if you get them early, it's a game changer. This guy doesn't even have BCs, so I think we'll take one rifle. And that rifle is mainly for some boom mines. But I just noticed they're level 4 boom mines, so I guess we'll take all tanks. And just use the critters for the cannons. Yeah, hopefully they split. So because it's low level boom mines, they don't do too much damage to tanks. Use critters for shock mines and distract the cannons. This one I think we'll leave alone. A bit late on the critter on the right. I think the left and right hit the shock mine, but I think it's okay. Another shock mine behind it. The split's looking okay. Now that shock mine on the right can be annoying, but that's fine. I mean, the good thing is they're getting these ERs around the same time. Why are Super Warriors so good? Yeah, Jay, like Pete said, they have a ton of health. He said they have about the same health as a Tick 1 mech. I think about a third of a health as a max Scorcher. So you can just imagine throwing mini Scorchers anywhere you want. Like in some seasons, if you have just normal critters early, you can try to critter an ER. But then the big threat is machine guns, flames, mortars, mines. Super Warriors, you have less of a threat. It's really just cannons and BCs. Yeah, really, just airdropping Scorchers. And you can drop Super Warriors like on a BC, it's gonna slow it down. I think a rule of thumb is 2 Super Warriors for a BC, 1 for a cannon, and it's gonna kill it before it dying. And you can also think that a bunch of the people who win RCs, they skip building health, so it's gonna be that much faster for Super Warriors to take down ERs. Oh, actually I just caught the NRT. If he had max boom mines, I would have taken a rifle, but I think it was only Tick 1 or something. You want to switch back to Hotpot? Are facing a lot of rifle Zooks. I think they're slowly been starting to clear, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I just got beat by them. Yeah, I think we'll do 2 rifles here. But again, I think maybe new bases are gonna make it a bit easier. Or easier to push with if you don't have Zooks. I think we'll delay the rifle probably when this machine gun goes down. But I think we'll delay on the right side this time. And I'm gonna clear those mines because I don't really want the rifles to die. I think we'll sort of stick to the... maybe to the right side a bit. Unless I want to save that one tank, so I'm gonna flare. 2 crystal crits. A bit late because we're gonna lose 2 tanks, I think. Let me do a ground flare. And just save GB, hopefully enough to Hail Mary after this ER. That tank, I mean, it's too late now, but it's gonna die. And sometimes I say it's too late because by the time it takes a gunboat to throw a flare, it's already too late. It's gonna be a bit of a slow time. I'll try to Hail Mary as soon as that BC goes down. So sub 2 minutes, not great. I mean, I don't know if an extra rifle would have allowed us split. Maybe. Does Defib give back clone rifles? I'd imagine so. I think last time we had clone rifles in warships, we didn't have normal rifles in the tree, and with Kavan Second Wind you can get clones back. So if he can do that, sure Defib can give back clones. It is a bit less housing space though, but not by much. I think it's 21 housing space back. So I think the main difference is you get 24 with Kavan, so technically 3 bombers, but now it's only 2. But other than that, I think it's pretty much the same, if not better than Kavan. And this one we can try 3 rifles. Maybe delay one for the left, see if we can let them split. No, I think Pete, that you can do anywhere. Like, if right now I had Defib and I threw it over here, I'd get back some clones. One tank's in a boom mine. Not great, but it's okay. Yeah, I think a really cool thing about Defib is that you can almost teleport troops. So if you have a few bombers die or something, then you can bring them back anywhere on the map. Hopefully it's a good split. I think the right side is okay, so just keeping the left alive. So as these clones die, I can use crystal crits. I think save GB for another one. So there's no more shock mines, which means gotta throw just somewhere in the back. They do walk really in front, so I mean some of them even go to the other tanks. Which isn't great, but that's alright. I don't like to map clear often, but last time we had Defib on main island, I would just like drop 3 Zooks randomly on the beach, let them die, and then under smoke you can just bring them back and then rush the core. So let's say you had bombers on this map, then you can drop 2 bombers here, let them die to the flame, and then just defib them back like in the corner. And as long as you have shocks or something, critters, super warriors, you have some bombers in the back of the map. And doing bomber hits, you know how strong even just one boat is. It's something different though, because we have 6 new abilities this season. 3 of them we had in the past, but 3 are just brand new. So I still think, Keg, that sometimes the simple hits might be the best. Just because you have remote hack, defib, all that, you don't have to always use it. Because let's say you focus so much on killing a side of the base with abilities that you don't pay attention to your actual troops. But out of all the end meta RCs, lasers, bombers, I think bombers need the least babysitting. So that's why I think they'll be probably the best endgame, maybe followed by lasers. Alright, sounds good, Pete. Thanks for coming on. So I can do pretty much the same thing. Sharpen the tanks. Wait a bit for the rifle. This time we'll try to be on time with the crystal crits. Dropping them a bit behind, I think we would've got the cannon. But at least you get that shock mine. Let's see, one tank went up left, but rather not flare, so I think just let it die. Maybe flare the machine gun so it just shifts the tanks a little bit. Another tank's gonna die, but I think it's okay. I think there's enough on the right. So I'll do more crystal crits. And then as soon as the one on the right dies, the right ER can Hail Mary. What's funny that even if there's a tank there, one still goes around. Not too fast, but 205, 204. Yeah, splitting tanks aren't that easy. But that's where Tick 1 flare helps a bit. Because even if whatever you flirted doesn't die, it's gonna expire in a few seconds. Let's see, the stream today is going to be a bit short, so I might go on for about 10-15 more minutes. Main thing was just showing replays on main account. As I feel like that's what a lot of people might, come up against pretty soon. At least this is a bit different base. I'm hoping that the tanks are going to split. But I think we can do just 2 rifles. Difference in this case is... Actually, there's no difference. I'll do the same flare. Just gonna watch out for that cannon. So hopefully I kill in time. Even if not, it's okay. Just got 1 shot off. Also, hey Lion King, I think that's you. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, I want to say once this right ER goes down, we'll reflare left. Clear some mines. Yeah, we need critters on the right instead. Drones near the back for that BC. I think that's pretty much it. We'll see what tech the other accounts have. Jay saying what move for Flame of Truth. That's a good question. Right now it's just been chilling in gold for past few days. Still taking exact same path as Stone, except it's gonna go tank shock launchers before the proto. So basically the same hits you're seeing here, except it won't have crystal crits, so a bit harder. This season I'm just playing those 3 NRT. This one, and then the 2 on stream on the first day. This is the tough part about GRENS. Once you're down to just a few, it takes a long time to kill the, few buildings. So that's another main reason I switched to tanks. Yeah, so I won't even bother with playing Flame until I think tomorrow I get shock launchers. Maybe play a bit. And honestly, I think that account, don't think it can get diamond as 4 ER. So instead of getting that proto, instead of getting this proto, I think I'll just save until 5. Yeah, save until 5, until Super Warriors. I don't see how that goes. Yeah, I say just 3 as if it's not much at all. Well, at least the main thing with playing more accounts is kind of only focus on one. So while I push a lot on main account, the other 2 just barely in gold chest collecting. Because, like, would you rather have 1 account in diamond and 2 in 16? Or all 3 in like 19, I guess. Maybe. And like we'll see later in the season, maybe 1 goes bombers first, 1 goes lasers. Though I can already say I don't think that I'll get lasers right away. Because I won't have much TH, I won't have critters, remote defib. A lot of tech is missing. See, maybe a bit late on that. Can use crystal crits on shock mine. I think we'll flare to shift everyone. Because we already got enough rifles on the right, so what we don't have on the left are much rifles. See, those crits are a bit late, but as soon as the ER on the right goes down, you can flare. It's not that easy to Hail Mary with tanks. Hey Roy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think we'll go for about 5 more minutes, a few more hits. I mean, off stream I probably wouldn't be playing this account because, if you notice, it's a lot of back and forth, so usually I like to push when there's like a kind of an easy window. So if there's not much progress being made, I think it's fine, just wait until the next unlocks. I can even say that most seasons I spend more time planning what I'm going to do instead of actually doing it. But it's kind of how worship works. If you got a good plan and you stick to it, then it can be easier, or you can grind it out. Also, yeah, sometimes it takes a long time to find someone. Usually there's times throughout the day, but And often I found if you play a bunch for a few hours, it might be slow to find matches. So if you can push a lot in just a couple hours, get most matches. He doesn't have BCs, so I think we'll just do one rifle. And probably, yeah, we don't need a flare. Yeah, come with the plan. How long to play to get rank 22? Honestly, not too long. It took longer to get diamond than 22. Again, because when I played, there were other people in 20, or yeah, 20, high 19 playing. Hoping that's a good split. Use critters for mines. Yeah, I like that too, boss. The planning part. It's also less stressful because if you're planning, you're not hitting, so you don't have to worry about any sort of actual hits. In fact, I was already making a plan for Legend Push earlier today, because the main points in the season is once you get diamond and are kind of safe there. Yeah, they're gonna hit that shock mine. It's fine. Yeah, once you're like stable in diamond, it's just seeing what tech you get for legend. So after this, say we can switch to main account and check that again. But yeah, a lot of back and forth. So wouldn't recommend playing if you have like this kind of tech. So saying once you get SLs, you can try to push a bit. And if not, it's fine too, just saving until 5 Super Warriors. I think that's the way to go. As we could get RCs, but for as good as they are, maybe at 4. Even 5, but it's doubtful. I don't think they're going to be good long term. And I'd rather be, sooner to get Super Warriors, Shocks, Bombers. But we can switch to main account and check out the tree again. So we'll switch accounts. Yeah, JP, lovely, your plan works. I think I want to say I took the exact same path as I was planning before using GRENS. So yeah, I'm glad it worked. I guess it wasn't that clear at the very beginning. Like, if you only watch the first hour of the season, maybe think that Heavy Rush was the best. But season doesn't last for an hour. It's a long time. Would I get Bomber for Legend Push? No, the only way I could get Bombers was too perfect of a path. Like that would be getting Diamond before BCs on the first day, and then the straight path, so skipping this proto all the way to get them. But I don't think it's a big deal. Right now, I'm expecting it 25 at some point. It really doesn't matter if I get 25, tonight or in 4 days, as long as I do it before this timer. So, but once, I get all that, I have enough for Shocks, I think. And that's going straight to Super Warriors, and then building health, and then Shocks. I'm gonna try to skip this TH if I can. It might be tough because they'll have no TH. Also, I want to skip this TD because I think when you have 100, it should be good enough. Like, right away this TD might seem pretty strong, but if you look, days ahead, would you rather have TD or shocks? And I'd rather have shocks. And if it's not strong enough for legend push, it's fine too, because I think I have to wait just a day and get bombers. And I think bombers can work just fine without TH, because it's really just drop them and watch what happens. Yeah, so that's basically the plan, and do think at this point, probably skipping RC is better long term, though I don't think it's the funnest right now, but who knows, maybe if you wait a few days, get Super Warriors, it's gonna be fun. So, it's like, would you rather have that patience now or save it for later? I can see both ways working. Not gonna upgrade drones, but I'll probably save for GBE. I mean, now there's really no point, but later on. Yeah, I mean, not easy getting 25 first week, but yeah, I think there's always looking a few days ahead is good. So like, all I need to know right now is I'm gonna get Super Warriors on Friday, so about I think 5 chests from now, and then see where I go from there. I mean, I think 5-year could also be a game changer, JP, because I mean, I don't think anyone has it yet. So, but yeah, the deck is also a small ramp, but it's much bigger. So maybe even 5ER. I was saying on Discord that this proto could be pretty strong, because right now a cannon's 2-shot tanks, shock launchers 2-shot Zooks, but with the damage amp they're gonna 1-shot them. Also, I think Semo also shoots slow, and you have a bunch of clone rifles. I mean, eventually I could see Grappler being used for Super Warriors, but maybe not at the start when people don't have them. So, maybe this damage amp in front of a shock blaster, some splash. I could see that working. That's true too, Ben. Rockets with damage amp, or even just rockets by themselves, but again, hopefully with Super Warriors, it doesn't matter too much. Like, again, you even see bases right now. If you were to hit this with Super Warriors, all you need is 2 of them here, and you get this side of the base. So I think, like, a hit like this, I would probably switch to GRENS if I was using Super Warriors, mainly because they don't need much GB to support them. So like, imagine doing this kind of hit, 2 Super Warriors, kill this stuff, and then I just save enough GB and do 2 more for maybe getting this CR. And like, you can just imagine how much faster that's going to be with Super Warrior. I mean, they have a lot of health, so I could see you just dropping them kind of in the middle as like mini tanks, but maybe not with a bunch of BCs. Supers are overweighted. I mean, the last 2 times we had them, maybe because it's different too. Yeah, season 38 was the last time, and I think we had them also at 5ER, and it was a big game changer. So I'll show that our Sparky hit again. So even though tech like this is really strong now, I mainly look at long term, because you want to have fun like in a few days from now, not just at this very moment. Yeah, it was an RT, the last ability season. I mean, could have called this one abilities too, but yeah, it was so different. Yeah, 38 was a while back. Yeah, over a year ago. I mean, Super Warriors, they cost the same GB as normal critters. So, I don't think it's too bad. I mean, I know we get them for Main Island too, but that's later this month. Yeah, Keg last season, or last ability season, Seekers were pretty strong, because we had them at 5 ER, and we didn't have shock launchers until 6. So it's a little similar to last season, when we had Seekers at 5, no shock mines until 6. But that's what happens when you put things that shock so late in the tree, or at least after Seekers. But I mean, even last season, not many people used Seekers in the end. Yeah, 38 Seekers weren't in meta. At least I wasn't using them. I mean, it was the last main bomber season I remember. Because it wasn't long after that we got lasers, that whole update. I mean, I think, was that the case, Keg? Were Seekers on the main path? I think they were, so yeah, I could see the annoyance for that. And actually, I think this season is the 1 year anniversary of the update with lasers and critter launchers. So it's been that long. Yeah, JP, I think Secret at the end definitely gets more complicated. Because you have to do these crazy hits, like splitting Seekers, doing all that. So it's not easy. Yeah. Not a lot of seasons where you get Seekers on path, but I think the only times you have to use them are when it's early and they're just that strong. I think not the last Crybomb season, but the one before, I think Seekers were also on the main path. So pretty much everyone used them. Also during my break, I think there were Seekers at 3 ER one season. So I heard a bunch of people are using them, or at least forced to. Yeah, for this next few days, we'll see how it goes. Again, they'll see, hopefully Friday would be next stream. Get Super Warriors on main account. And if not, maybe Saturday if I let them on, let's say, another account. Because if it takes a while to find someone Friday, then a Saturday stream might make more sense. But I think after this hit, we'll start to wrap it up. Maybe see if there's an op hit to do. Would do one in Turtles, but there's really tough ops today, so gonna wait until the very end. Oh, I think I came in after it started, so guess won't do that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, if you rewatch the stream, we showed like every single hit on our log, so hopefully that helps with some insight. Again, do think tanks are stronger right now, except on the fully max bases, like if I'd face my own. And yeah, I think saving for Super Warriors is the way to go. But maybe expect to see a lot more RC players next few days. Yeah, thanks everyone.